Hello, I'm Sealdrop. You can support me now by visiting memelo.com, where you can find meme merch, seal pillows, and more. Thanks to every supporter.
When you catch a glimpse of your quarantine body in the mirror, zoom after the quarantine ends, not stonks. After being quarantined with their kids all week, moms are like, I have an idea for a new game. Social distancing baptism. "15 years from now. Kid, Dad, where is 6 feet from here? Dad, easy, right here. Kid, wait, how'd you know? You wouldn't get it. It takes me an hour to put away grocery deliveries, because I have to disinfect them first. When someone says I can't stay inside for months living off of hot Cheetos and ramen, observe. Quarantine log day 14. My wife started a new project in the garden. Anybody knows what she's trying to grow? People who thought not knowing how to cook is a cute and quirky personality trait, 2 weeks after lockdown. Me talking to my plants in the balcony, pigeons, hello. Coming back to school after the quarantine, only 4 of us, we started with over 20. Day 3 of quarantine, talk to my wife, seems to be a nice lady. You think quarantining me will bring me down? I've been in the military, I can hurry up and wait indefinitely. My self-motivation when I say I'm gonna start doing push-ups to get in shape during quarantine. Quarantine day 17. Boredom level, I'ma go shovel my backyard. Introverts waiting for quarantine to be over so that people can leave the house and they can be alone again. Walks outside. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe, comment, share the video and follow me on the links in the description. I usually leave home for college and work to avoid people at home. Now is quarantine and I'm stuck at home. Most women during the quarantine. Quarantine is wearing pajamas all day, showering, and then changing into new pajamas. Stuck at home. Exercise once a day. Now I understand why dogs are so excited for walks. Teenage girls that live on attention nowadays. Oh my god. I'm losing my mind in this quarantine. Me having lived through depression from domestic abuse, divorce and family, poverty with years spent not socializing because of anxieties. Tell me more about your struggles. After quarantine ends, tourist attractions, people who do yoga poses everywhere. When you're working from home, and your boss messages you about doing a Skype meeting. Before quarantine. During quarantine. Quarantine neighbor starter pack. When quarantine ends on the last summer day. My entire day-to-day life summed up in 2 pictures. Me enjoying my quarantine with college tension, teachers, online class on Zoom from 2 quarters. People with kids, quarantine, everyone else. You haven't subscribed to Sealdrop to Anthic memes, cringe. Some people at the moment, let me out, let me out. Quarantine hint, freeze your water bottles in case the power goes out. How I thought quarantine would be, how it actually is. When a policeman find out his crush's boyfriend on street during lockdown. Government, stock up on something you can eat for 30 days, me. Quarantine day 21, I just said bless you to myself. When you all dressed up to go out, but you realize that it's only day 7 of quarantine. Mom, hey sweetie, how's your day in quarantine? Me. Dog delivers groceries to self-isolating neighbor. My dog, bring food human. Remember, if all the food is gone, we still have each other. When you don't have a dog during lockdown. Start of quarantine. Let's do this. Now, is it over yet? What a year huh, Captain. It's March. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. After 8 years this came out, I bought it all happy I will have something to do in quarantine. It lags so hard. For me it's unplayable. I just look at the icon at the desktop now as happiness turned into torment. No gym because I don't want to. No gym because it's quarantine. Third World War has begun. China started it. Day 5 of quarantine. How lonely are you? Me. It's quarantine day, again. Good morning. Now what? Learn from home. Learn from home. Learn from home. Play video games all day. I think 2020 is going to be my year. 2020. Everyone in April 2020. Now what? Me during quarantine. YouTube, Reddit, music, games. Teachers in the Google Meet when you have your camera off. I want to see your cute face. This is Wilson. He is now working from home. A country enacting quarantine protocols after the disease has already infected thousands of people. Smart. Quarantine. Exist. Jehovah's Witnesses. Damn. The global economy right now, in terms of money, we have no money. You think it's bad now? In 20 years our country will be run by people homeschooled by day drinkers. Was 2020 a good year? For who? The human race? No. For nature? Yes. The year is 2075. Grandma, why do you like sitting outside? Me. There was a time this was illegal. Human in 2019. Human in 2020. We've been so worried about my 95-year-old grandmother at a retirement home in New Orleans, and she called today to say they ran out of Tito's vodka, and could we ship her some? There's 2 ways to come out of quarantine. There is another. Everyone reading the news right now in lockdown. Damage report. If you're in government imposed quarantine, can you apply it to future house arrest? Teachers at home teaching online like. Heading into town for supplies. Take care of your ma if I don't make it back. Haven't overpaid for a coffee in 2 weeks. I feel my sanity slipping. Remember these 2. This is them now. Cough. This is fine. It's for your own good. You've got to stop touching your face. Write that down. Write that down. Be like Kylo Ren. Wears a mask. Doesn't visit his elderly mom. Socially and emotionally distant. Talks to his girlfriend only on Skype. Me during a video lesson going to the bathroom and not coming back. The trickster. When you just want to check in on your quarantined neighbor. When you go to bed with a cough and wake up at a Kobe Bryant game. What started as a gag birthday gift from my sister has turned into my greatest treasure. God and the aliens coming up with the next disaster. Government forces everyone to stay at home for the next few months. People whose house arrest sentences just ended. The homework I should be doing for online classes. Me. How it feels like being an extrovert in home quarantine. Where she thinks she is, where she really is. Am I the only one who makes weird noises when being alone? Person that won't self-quarantine equals person that would hide a zombie bite. Change my mind. Me thinking back to when I lied about being too busy to go out. When she can't spend the night. When I see those leaving the house unnecessarily while quarantine. Pathetic. I better get up and do something. Suddenly, the whole nation is depending on the same people they say shouldn't make $15 an hour. Whoever said one person can't change the world, never ate an undercooked bat. Silencing noisy classes in 2019. Silencing noisy classes in 2020. All new participants are muted. Quarantine day 9. My mom. This animal only eats, sleeps, and never takes a shower. Me and my dog trying to figure out who she is talking about.